Making my roux for the gumbo. Keep stirring it. Don't let it stick. Keep it mixed till you get a nice dark chocolate color. And that's the color you're looking for. We're gonna add vegetables to it to start hydrating it before we add it to the water so it don't end up clumpy. And once your vegetables are tender, you add a little water to it to get it hydrated. And then we're gonna add it to the pot, instapot, and then we'll have some gumbo base going, and we'll start adding some seasoning. Chop the sides, we're gonna pull the chicken out and debone that, and then add it all back and let it cook for a little while longer. So now we got our chicken stock. Pull the chicken out of the stock and all the vegetables out. Now add some water to the roux. Makes a nice gravy, but you could put some roast beef in that and call that a hot roast beef sandwich. We're gonna put that in there, and we'll have a gumbo base. Alright, let's try that. And we're gonna let that cook for a little while. It don't need to cook long, just cook that stock. We put it on meat stew for 20 minutes. I let the stock go for 20 minutes, then I let it release, naturally release for 22 minutes before I hit the steam button to add the roux back to it. And now we're gonna add some seasoning. I really like this roasted garlic. Add some roasted garlic to that. A little Creole seasoning. Potato seasoning. Hot sauce. Some Worcestershire sauce. A little onion powder. And we're gonna let that cook maybe 15 more minutes until the chicken cools down. We can debone the chicken, and I'll be back. Let chicken debone, all the sausage cut up. I'm gonna add them to the pot. And now that we got everything in the pot except for gumbo filet, I like to let it come to a ball, cook for about another 15 minutes. Then all this grease and this foam we're gonna scoop up. And then once we scoop that off, just kind of drag a ladle across the top and then scoop all the grease and this foam off. Then we're gonna add some gumbo filet, and it'll be done. So after having it on saute for a little while, it balls a little heavy, a little hard. So switch it to slow cook, and what that does is lets the oil all come to the top. And you just take a little ladle and just scoop the oil off the top, because you don't want greasy gumbo. See, it's in there. And I'll just put it in a bowl, and when I go to get rid of it, I dump it outside or soak it up with a top rag or paper napkin. Throw it in the garbage. But I'm gonna just keep doing that until I get all the oil off of it. Then we'll add the gumbo filet. Let it boil for about another 5 minutes and then be done. Alright, get all as much grease as we can out of there. You can see it's a good bit. The reason I do that, besides not wanting to eat all that grease, is the gumbo filet gets mixed in with that, and it wants to float on top. It don't really want to get all up in your gumbo. I'm gonna add gumbo filet. About that much. Now I'm just gonna let that get in there. We're gonna let that boil for another 10-15 more minutes, and then we'll have a gumbo ready to go. And there we go. We got some gumbo, a little potato salad. I'm gonna make some gumbo today with some leftover sausage. Got some chicken bones in there from making pasta the other day, and a couple chicken thighs. That's my ingredients.